chapter 16 of I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, Angelou discusses how girls are prepared for adulthood, noting African American girls' training tends to include old-fashioned Victorian skills such as needlework. To learn the finer touches around the home, Maya takes a job in a white woman's kitchen when she's only 10 years old. Mrs. Viola Cullinan comes from a wealthy Virginia family. She keeps an exacting meal schedule, is very attached to her family's china and glassware, and often entertains ladies on the porch. Maya feels sorry for her because she's learned from Miss Glory, the cook, that Mrs. Cullinan can't have children. It's a little annoying that Mrs. Cullinan calls her Margaret instead of Marguerite, her proper name. But Maya is outraged when Mrs. Cullinan decides to rename her Mary, just because it's shorter than Margaret. The cook tells Maya she's been renamed Glory because her proper name, Hallelujah, was considered too long. Maya decides she must quit the job, but she knows Mama won't allow it, so she tries to get herself fired. She comes in late, leaves early, and does slipshod work, but Glory doesn't complain to Mrs. Cullinan. At Bailey's suggestion, Maya finally resorts to deliberately breaking some of Mrs. Cullinan's favorite glassware, and that does the trick. This chapter explores the theme of names and identity. Maya's outraged at being renamed Mary by Mrs. Cullinan is evidence of her growing sense of self-worth. Maya is not about to allow anyone, particularly a white woman who's virtually a stranger, to take the liberty of renaming her. As Glory's anecdote attests, it was a fairly common practice for whites to rename their servants. Giving a person a new name is a disgusting way of exhibiting power over that person. Maya has always been sensitive to the way whites show disrespect to African Americans by using only first names. Much as she'd like to quit the job with Mrs. Cullinan, she can't because she knows Mama doesn't share her feelings about names and respect.